Hello and welcome to Table Fables. My name is Michael, I'm your game master, and I'm so glad you're here. I have no idea what your week has looked like. It's a Monday, but it can still be a great week. So, tonight, we are going to have an adventure. Like always, if you're new here and you've never watched Table Fables before, we are an interactive tabletop gaming show. We're currently playing through Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and it's a blast. We want you to be part of our community. There's a couple ways that can happen. One is just by being here. Be involved in the chat, be engaging in the chat. If you have some ideas for NPC names, drop those in there, because we want to know. And I can guarantee, as long as it's appropriate, your NPC name would be used. So you could just say, hey, I have an NPC name. Here's his, you could even give us his whole life story if you want to. And we'll use that, because we want this to be your show and your campaign as well. Another practical way for you to be involved in our community is to join our Discord. The link is in the description. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, I don't know what to tell you, go to YouTube. And also following us on the socials. We're on Instagram, the.tablefables. We're on Twitter as tablefables. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us in all the places. So those are some easy ways. And there's one final thing. You might notice occasionally in the chat a prompt that says, if you give us a little financial compensation in the way of, like, a tip or donation, that something in the game will happen. And I can guarantee that something in the game will happen. Might be a big bang, might be nothing, but we'll only know if you try. So, without further ado, an echo?
Do we have to use reverb?
Maybe?
Did you go crazy on the reverb?
I always go crazy on the reverb. You know what? It probably is. One of the microphones is or one of the cameras is probably passing audio. Hey, Chris, your mic is muted.
No, it's not. Not according to my back.
Whoever has mic 4.
It's not me.
It's no one.
Yeah, it's no one.
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
Hold on, everyone. That's gonna be some bad echoing music. That's even worse.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, I think I fixed it. Sorry about that.
Echoing? Is it fixed?
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it fixed now? Does everyone know? There we go. It's fixed.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks. I'm gonna go through some of that again, because it probably sounded crazy, because all 3 cameras were feeding their internal microphones to our stream. So
That's good.
We're Table Fables. We're an interactive TTRPG show. You can be part of our community. You can join our Discord, follow us on the socials. There's going to be some prompts in the chat where you can directly influence the game by maybe making an explosion happen. I'm hearing myself on somebody's computer. Oh. Yeah, okay, cool. Now, let's get started. So, last we left off, you guys were all having a party at a place called the Dragon's Pickle. Not the premier tavern of the town, but maybe the most fun one.
Home is what you make it.
You guys had gone around, convinced locals to come be part of this party, and just as things were kind of starting to kind of just as things were starting to pick up and the party was really starting to have some life to it, the door to the establishment opened, and a dwarf that you had previously met, older dwarf, very aged, right? He was the proprietor of the local, the Armorium, the store in town, and his name was Joram. And I say was because as the door opened, Joram fell flat on his face with an axe shoved very far in his back. You all started to investigate, and that's where we left off. I believe that Flea and Hugh had come up to the body, and one of you had tried to pull this very valuable axe out of his back, and it was Flea, of course.
No, Hugh.
Hugh, sorry. And that is where we left off. All of the patrons of the Dragon's Pickle being in fear. You saw a tuft of red hair go around a bend. So, what would you guys like to do?
Flee. I think we can use this to his advantage.
I don't think.
Yeah, I think it might be big enough. You should probably try to take the axe out first, though.
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Are you saying you want to wield the murder weapon?
I'm stealing the murder weapon.
So you're going to walk around town carrying a weapon that just killed a man?
I'm gonna wipe the blood off.
But like, won't it look suspicious that the gigantic axe that you're holding is the same shape as the gigantic axe hole in this man?
I can't be behind him.
Yeah, we have an alibi. Do you want to? You want me to do it?
You announce it. I'll go with it.
Speak up.
Let's do it. I said you can announce it. I'll go with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Someone's been murdered. Who better to fix this situation, to bring him back to life, than our most powerful Elthandor? Elthandor, bring him back to life.
Come up here.
I'm actually trying to hide /
He's over there. Look, we can see him.
Somebody quick grab him.
Escape. No, I'm trying to hide from them and to escape. And
I don't think
to
he
try
can
to
hear
chase
us.
Down the
Our merciful Lord, Elthandor, come and raise this man from the dead. Show everybody your deity powers.
I'm.
I want...
Do I see anything in my bracelet?
Bracelet's going crazy.
I'm debating to message you and be like, hey, if you want this to be convincing, you shouldn't.
What,
sign a check you can't cash.
Whoever has the higher performance. Here.
Let's confer here.
Oh, boy.
Old Man Garrus, thank you. Let us know if that's any better. And which person is most quiet.
Would deception work?
No.
Deception or performance?
Either of them are equally as bad for me. So I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Oh,
okay?
you're doing it?
Do you want to? I think you should definitely. Here. Take this. Can I gift hero points?
Sure. Oh, no.
We're gonna start out.
Just do it on the first one, please. All right, yep, that's perfect.
Can you hero point a thing twice?
Much better.
That works.
Don't need to.
It's gonna work.
That's a 25 deception check.
Oh, no, I just need your modifier.
Oh,
6.
plus 6. Okay, never mind.
Chris, what is...
Stealth.
Well, sure, what's your stealth modifier?
7.
7. Also, is Chris louder now, too? We have a new audio system, so give us that feedback, and we can make those changes happen.
We're a new company. These things happen.
Well, I can control his gain. Like, I have it pulled up on my iPad. Okay, so you guys start proclaiming the gospel of Elthandor. Elthandor, you disappear in the crowd immediately.
Fantastic.
As this happens, Flea, you get this very strange sensation inside you. Sort of uncomfy feeling.
Gigantic axe.
You notice that the buzz of the crowd has gone quiet. Everyone has ceased to move, like they are frozen in time. And you hear a very soft, subtle voice in your mind say, "Now this just will not do. You serve me, not some half-wit elf Do not forget that. And as he says this, things kind of start to move again, but in reverse. You see Elthandor walk kind of backwards out of the crowd. You see Hugh, in a very unusual manner, trying to pull this back.
Back in.
And everything starts to unwind. And you're standing just as you were when the door opened. The door closes. The dwarf, standing back up, passes back through the door. Suddenly time comes back. Everything, the noise is going. Hugh was doing whatever he was doing before. Elthandor was most likely hiding even then.
Yes.
This feels like the craziest case of deja vu you've ever had. Hugh, you remember everything. Elthandor, you remember everything that just happened. Everyone else seems blissfully unaware. We're about 3 minutes before he came through the door.
We know the.
Wait, I know it and he knows it?
The three of you know.
Oh.
And we have this look like we all just saw a ghost, kind of like we all just know that the thing, because we can all experience what just happened, right?
Feels like a weird dream
Okay.
that just happened.
It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, no offense,
Y'all
spooky voice. It's a bit. Yeah, felt the thing. I'm gonna go stand outside the front door at least, at minimum, see if we can stop some of
I
this.
think you should be a little stealthier than that.
I'm just gonna walk out, just like
Can I,
You can try to,
See
you
if
can
you
try
can
to
go find a
stealth.
window on the second floor looking
yeah,
out.
that's what
What's your stealth?
me?
Yeah.
Quite high.
I fixed my stats
8.
and it's so much better now.
8?
Yes.
I was gonna.
Okay. Colin, you've got luscious locks.
Well, thank you.
I just bumped both of them up. So, okay, cool, yeah. You guys step out. And you're trying to do so stealthily. Well, as you open the door, you don't see him out there, but the entrance to the Dragon's Pickle kind of comes to kind of an L-shaped corner. So you know it doesn't go very far, and then it goes around a bend. Hugh, you're trying to be stealthy. What exactly are you doing out here? Give me a.
Up to the second floor
Oh, okay.
to look out see if I can see out the window to see.
I thought you were trying to be stealthy.
Like going up to the second
Okay.
floor to find a window.
Okay, yeah.
I'll go ahead and climb out of it. I want to, if there's a little roof hanging, I just want to.
Oh, sure.
My
Yeah.
ending
There's a window that overlooks on the second floor. It's at the end of the hallway, between all of the rooms.
Yeah.
So, Flea and Elthandor, do you go as well out the door?
Yeah, I was just gonna head out the
The front door?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try to make a beeline to where we last saw the guy. Because we saw him at
His shop.
yeah, let's go
Yeah.
at the shop, which we would just assume he was there before he came here, right?
Probably. Yeah. Give me Leggy Blonde.
If you're going out to the left, I'll go out to the right.
You can give me a general perception check, whichever one of you wants to do that.
I've got a +5.
I've got an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say yours is. Yeah, remember your perception's crazy.
All right, your mic is not muted, correct?
Correct.
24.
24?
Jeez.
One of those two, but
Yeah.
Oh, mine's also not great.
Yeah.
Or terrible, but. It's 10.
10?
Wait, I didn't spend my hero point yet. I did an 18. Or is that would I be spending my hero point for it, or is that just regular check?
It's a regular check. So what was your first roll?
I just rolled one perception check for 18.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So from your view, you see a tuft of hair come around the corner. Very little hair, very white. It's a dwarf. The dwarf. It's Joram. Doesn't seem like anybody's behind him. You also don't see his axe. You two on the ground, you see him around the corner, and he notices you and starts to walk towards you, Flea. As he does, you kind of see like this distortion in the air behind him. And you see a figure just suddenly appear through this distortion with fire red hair. His eyes are black as coal. This is a face you've seen before. It's Gareth Stormeyes. Hugh, you see this as well. But what you see next kind of surprises you. That shimmer in the air stays there. And Flea, you hear a voice in your head again say, this time let's change things up, shall we? Hey, Austin, go ahead and let's have you come to the table. Through this shimmer, you see a slight change in the background. So before it just kind of like seemed like a cascade of light, and now you see kind of a darkness. So almost going in and out of phase, back and forth. And out of that steps Casimir, who seems a little dazed and confused himself, standing just a few feet behind Gareth Stormeyes, who seems blissfully unaware that Casimir is standing behind him.
Where?
It's nighttime.
Where am I? Jorm, get down!
He looks at you, and then he hits the deck. Actually, give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. Oh boy, where am I? Where is it?
Diplomacy.
Give me a second. I gotta find it. It's on the wrong page. I'm on the wrong page.
Do we see any?
You said persuasion?
Is that a thing?
Or sorry, diplomacy or
diplomacy.
yeah.
Because we're playing Pathfinder.
14?
14? You want to spend that hero point? Well, hold on.
Labor lore?
I rolled. You say hit the deck, and he goes, "Hi!" And it's almost like this is familiar to him, like he's back in the ages of past at some war that he fought, and he hits the deck. You hear "hit the deck," and you see in front of you a tuft of fiery red hair, which doesn't immediately spring to mind anything. But I need everybody to go ahead and let me.
I've either helped him or I've just killed him again.
You've actually helped the axe go in deeper.
Oh yeah.
I mean, being prone doesn't.
I've got a flail.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Uh,
Fire.
Well, now you've got a clearer shot.
Sure.
That's right.
Go ahead and I need everybody to roll initiative.
And that's a.
Perception's your default.
Yeah.
Hugh, I would say you could use stealth since
I'm
you
just curious.
were trying to stealth.
Be sneaky.
Well,
Oh, I need to select my token.
those are the same modifiers,
Bang.
so
Oh, okay.
looks like I'm going first.
What did you roll?
Nat 20 and an 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's roll first.
28 for Hugh.
I set mine.
Flea,
16.
16. Casimir, Steve.
Am I supposed to roll one too?
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah, it's just initiative,
Oh, initiative.
Yeah,
which is perception based.
24.
Okay.
If you want it.
Okay, so Hugh, you are first. You see Joram.
Pretty well.
You see Joram hit the deck. There's you. There's you. This is the perfect scenario for you. This is a kill box. There is one way to go or one way to run, and he's a little too far to just run. So what do you want to do?
I thought I'm on the second floor.
You're on the second floor, but you have a ranged weapon, right? Yeah.
I'm shooting.
Okay.
I'm loaded up.
So I started blasting.
Yeah.
Friend of mine thinks about stuff. But it's
Hero point.
1 for you at home, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
rolled a nat one.
That is a 1.
Hey, but you have plus 10 to your attack. Why do you have plus 10 to your attack?
17.
17. A 17.
Yes. Stop.
Is he trying to shoot me?
No, he's trying to shoot the guy in front of you.
Jorn?
There's a guy between you and Joram. Joram is a dwarf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Let me paint you a word picture with my tongue.
I don't know where I'm at.
You are standing at it's an L, so you're in an alleyway.
Okay.
To your right would be the rest of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Straight in front of you, you see a guy with red hair.
Mm-hmm.
You just saw a dwarf just hit the deck in front of him. On the other side of this dwarf, probably 15, 20 feet away, you see Flea and you see Elthandor.
Oh.
And then
I would remember them.
you would,
all my
yes,
memory.
yes, you would remember them.
Great.
And go ahead and as a free action, give me a perception check.
14.
Yeah, no, you don't notice Hugh. So, okay, Hugh. 17 just barely hits. Boop. So.
That was max damage.
Yeah, nice. So 7, this shot from your hammer gun just rings out, just poof, down this alleyway. Now you notice Hugh is up on the second floor
Got him.
of this place out an open window.
Hey, Steve.
Gareth seems taken aback, just confused. Looks over his shoulder and sees Casimir. This wasn't supposed to happen. You see this bullet kind of like tore a hole through him, but there's no blood. There's just like this darkness, this almost like vapor. When he turns around and looks over his shoulder, Casimir, you notice his eyes are jet black, like unnaturally black, like completely covered, like something that you've maybe felt before yourself. And a little smirk pops in the corner of his mouth, and he says, "Oh, it's you. The one they failed with, okay." He turns back, looks up to Hugh, and he lifts up his hand, makes kind of like a finger gun, and goes, pew! Except instead of pew, you hear the crackling burst of electricity as lightning leaps from his finger and tries to hit you, Hugh. It's going to be 24.
Yep.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Didn't you have more actions?
Yeah.
You did, but
Too bad.
2 more, to be precise.
Oh, legendary actions again?
no, not really. I just got excited. We haven't done anything in a while. We can put a pin in that. Go ahead. You have 2 actions left. What else do you do?
Reload and shoot again.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boom! Hey, Steve. Boom!
20. 20 hits. Another 6. Boom! Okay, now all 3 of your actions are spent. Then he turns around, sees you, does the thing. Then he turns and... Okay, cool. I'll roll again because... Does a 12 hit? Okay.
Whoa.
He just slightly misses
Sorry, the audio's super jacked up.
What are you doing over there, buddy?
What's going on down there with your pack?
My mic wasn't working. I turned it off and on. That was a bad idea, apparently.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
That's really bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
no,
not at all, by the way.
huh?
My microphone's not coming through.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Is your mic screwed in?
Well, you haven't been talking.
I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep talking here. Pay no mind. Yeah. So that happens. Keep talking. Hey, Chris, talk.
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm saying words.
You got to talk a lot
Words
louder.
into my microphone.
No, don't do it. Don't do it like that.
Don't do
Talk
it.
like normal.
Talk normal.
It's not coming at all. I can hear.
It's.
But I am talking. Okay. A little bit. Okay. It sounds like I'm coming through someone else's microphone, I think.
Yeah, you are. You're getting picked up by all of our mics. Let me see your pack.
Yeah, Mom, can you come get me?
Here. Yeah.
This is a banger.
Did you just look up elevator music?
That's fantastic.
This is great.
What mic pack do you have? 2? What do you have?
4.
4?
Tres. Uno, dos, estoy speaking en español. Porque no los tres.
All right. I'm gonna tell you. When I tell you, hit the up arrow on this side over here.
Okay.
Flip this
Will
back
do.
open.
Yep.
Sensitivity.
Gotcha.
The gain was turned all the way down. Okay.
Gotcha. My gain was super low on my mic pack.
Hey, Chris, talk.
Yep. Talking. Let me know when you want me to hit.
Yeah, keep
the
talking.
thing.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
I am still saying words. There are words. Mic check.
Okay.
Doing all the mic check.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Hey.
Should be good now.
There it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, he misses, but then he decides, a little rusty, and he does it again. This time it's going to be a 19. That hits. Okay. Could have.
But then he couldn't shoot again.
I have to take an action to reload. Yeah, no.
But your next turn, you can
But my
reload,
next
shoot,
turn, I'm gonna
hide.
be laying prone on that roof. You can start calling me Sergeant Kyle, Chris Kyle.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Is that the 12? Yeah, that's the D12.
And that little redhead
It's
fella.
just one of them, though.
The Taliban.
It's actually not. It's 8D12.
He just shot you with 8d12.
Is
No,
it
you didn't.
80
Uno
12?
reverse
That's
card.
a
8D12.
Uno reverse.
8d12?
Yeah, 8D12.
I'm prone.
It's a level 6. Oh, okay.
By prone, do you mean unconscious?
Prone to dying?
He just pulled up an Uno reverse card, turned his screen around, and
Double it and give it to the next person.
what's the
skip.
do they have the instant death rules in
Draw
G2E?
4. More D4.
So
is
dying
this?
does work a little differently.
That's the voice.
You take 20 points of lightning damage.
And
Feeling.
did we fully heal since yesterday, or are we still on the
Oh,
mend?
that's yep. Not great.
One health.
Oops.
He's at 4 health.
Oh.
This movie.
Whoopsie. You just kind of see this smoke going through the air as Gareth.
Can I fade death?
Sure.
Like you
Good
can.
reaction crap pants.
This one does.
You just
What does it
slump
sound-
over.
What does it sound like?
Is that the sound of you pooping yourself as it
And
happens?
then you hear a trickle of water coming off the side of the roof.
Is that how that works?
That's gotta be huge.
Is it the smell? Was that the?
Next up-
sound, smell.
Yeah, that's you.
As this kind of dissipates, you see a shimmer of light appear again. Those looking, if you are slumped over now pretending you're dead, you wouldn't see this.
Good here.
But you three see this kind of shimmer of light appear in front of Gareth again. He's not moving, but Casimir, it's your turn.
I don't know Gareth.
No, you don't know who this is. You jumped through your own portal last time we saw Casimir, before you guys figured out who Gareth was. So
I have no idea who this is, but he just shot Hugh.
with a big lightning bolt.
How close is he?
It's within 10 feet.
Great. I'm going to esoteric lore, which is against it just goes against his raw insight check. DC. That's a natural 20, so I rolled a 28.
Hold up, he cooking.
Well, mine is mine is a dirty 20. So you got a 28.
Yep.
Okay. So this gives you
Critical success.
Right?
Because it's success bumped up a step.
yeah.
Rolled a natural 20.
It's a critical success. Yeah.
Please send
And
that.
this gives you remind me.
I haven't seen.
I'm able to do if he has a weakness, I know it. I know his weaknesses, whatever his strengths and weaknesses are. If he has a physical weakness to any sort of damage, I know it. And I automatically apply it to my weapon attacks.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then I
You
create a
get-
personal antithesis.
You get this gut feeling that silver should hurt
Great.
him.
In that same action,
Gotcha.
silver across the flail,
Okay.
which then gives me what I would know the weakness number. So if it's a weakness 5,
One.
it's only weakness 1.
Yep.
Then I do a personal antithesis, which gives me at least additional 3 damage for any attack.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what the critical does. Remember creature's weakness. Creature. Okay. And I then will use my mirror as an action, and there's a complete copy version of me behind him. And that's my second action. And third action, I will.
You're trying to flank him.
Yes. Yes.
So he is within 5 feet of the dwarf.
Okay.
So you can't. Your mirror would be standing on top of Joram.
So
So
then I'd put my mirror on the other side of Joram. On the other side of him, wherever
You're-
Joram is. You said I was 10 feet away.
you're here. He's here. Joram is here. He is within 5 feet of Joram.
So you
So
don't-
to be flanked, you cannot put your mirror copy where it needs to go.
Then it would just go right in front of me, so that it's
Between the two of you.
touching. Yeah.
So, like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure.
Like a sandwich.
Like it's yeah.
And what is flank? That gives him a -2 to his
He's-
AC.
He's not flanked. Your mirror copy would be flanked.
Yeah. That's basically me.
Yes, but then that means that your mirror copy is flat-footed. And Gareth is not flat-footed.
Gorum isn't flanking him.
Joram is laying flat on the ground.
Oh, so he can't
prone.
flank because
So-
of where he's at.
And that's why your mirror copy cannot occupy that space.
Oh, that makes sense.
So-
Okay, then
Rotate a little bit, just like off center.
no, there's no way I can't move and use that at the same time.
Right.
I'll just put it on the side of him, so it's not directly between me and him, but
Sure.
it's just on the side of him, and I'll go ahead and strike.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Damage. 2 plus 3. That's actually plus 3 of that, so 9 damage for that attack.
Okay.
It's magical.
Yep. It seems to you see this almost smoke-like material emanate from him as you strike him, and it seems to be a lot of this smoke-like material.
As I just all of that at the same time kind of happens. Eyes glowing, fiery purple.
He seems amused, almost, but annoyed. Elthander, you're up.
How far away is he?
15, 20 feet.
Okay.
He's also blasting.
Is he wielding? He shot out of his with a hand, so he's not using like a arcane focus or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start blasting. I'm going to use first level Phantom Pain, which is a save here. I'll just throw it in the chat. 18 DC will save.
He succeeds. Yeah, he succeeds. He doesn't critically succeed, but he succeeds.
Okay. That's 2d4. And here, I'll just roll. Yeah, so just ignore the persistent part. So it'd be 6.
You
Yeah.
as a free action, give me a perception check, Althandor.
Will do. Wee.
And I need you to make a will saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Stinky.
I'm gonna figure out which one of these I want to reroll. Right now, I'm more worried about the will. Do I get to know how the result of the roll before I choose to spend the hero point?
Well, because you now have another roll, you could use your hero point for the will saving throw. Is what I would say.
Okay. So basically, gotcha. I will hero point my will saving throw. Reroll using hero point. Poof. Substantially better. 23.
Okay, great. Because you notice that this mental energy that you have shot out at Gareth, you feel it immediately push right back at you.
Gotcha.
And because you were prepared for it, you don't take it yourself.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like he took any damage.
Did it seem like he was using a mental effect to do a thing like that?
You
Like, did I notice?
have no idea.
Okay.
Your perception check was a 7.
Okay. Okay, words are hard. I'm checking verbiage on a thing. Okay. Then I would draw my weapon. Or actually, I guess drawing takes an action, so that's it. So I brandish my rapier and say, it didn't seem like he at least didn't seem affected, like it returned it on me. Do I have any option to try to ascertain if he's just magically resistant, or if... No, I don't have any option like that. Okay. No.
I would know with a critical success if he's resistant. What his resistances are.
What about immunities?
Yeah, I would know everything with a critical success.
Like the
Critically, you
stat,
remember the
hand me
creature's
the stat block.
weaknesses. As you empower, you have a flash of insight, grant you knowledge about the creature. You learn all the creature's resistances, weaknesses, and immunities, including the amounts of the resistances and weaknesses, and any unusual weakness or vulnerabilities. Such as what spells will pass through a golem's anti-magic.
So
You wouldn't know this, but I
Yeah.
could probably.
You get-
might have
you got a grasp of something that feels incomplete. Like a figment. But it seems like he is immune to a lot of magical types of damage. Not just resistant, like immune, including mental and lightning and a few others as well.
Okay.
Is it an action to change weapons? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will.
It's an action to draw, action to sheath.
It is a free action to drop, though.
Yes.
Are we assuming that we already have weapons drawn?
I would say in this situation, like as we like were rolling for initiative, that would have been you brandishing your weapon.
Gotcha.
Wonderful.
In that case, then I would.
Like if it's your primary weapon, though.
Yeah.
So like if you're a primary caster,
Okay.
that you know.
I mean, I wasn't a caster for 100 years.
Then in that case,
But then you became a deity.
I am going to run up to where he's flat-footed on the other side of him with his mirror image.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
So that's my movement. Having my silver sword drawn, going, I want to see what you're about! Come here!
As you do
And
that, you
down strike.
pass through the shimmering light, and it feels icky. Like it sends the coldest chill down your spine you've ever felt in your entire life, and it almost takes your breath away.
Come here!
Okay,
Whack! Which
Whack.
is still not great.
whack-a-mole, but
14 to hit?
that does not hit.
Great. Well, let's do it again and hope for better. And it's almost better, but it's not better. I'm swinging and feeling bad from having passed through whatever
Okay.
nonsense.
Yeah, you like pee yourself a little bit, like it's a bad feeling, and just and you miss both of your swings. Back to the top of the order would be Hugh. Hugh, are you still pretending to be dead?
Wait a minute. He has a -2 to his AC from my 14.
Oh, being flat-footed.
Yeah,
What was your first roll?
14.
That wouldn't have hit.
Okay.
It would have been 15. His AC, it's 17.
Dang.
I forgot to keep notes.
He's just resistant to everything except for 18s or 17s higher. Right?
Wait. No. I lied. It would have been 15. Because he's flat-footed, and because this is my primary ancestor, and because I'm doing with my primary ancestor, that gives me a +1 to my attack. So instead of a 14, it would have been a 15.
15. Yeah. Okay. Let's say that hit then.
Beat him.
Which means, as this is,
So that would have been your first roll.
Was that a
which
12?
means as this is my primary ancestor, and as it is a bonus that he gets, it is my major curse, so I get a +6 to whatever damage I deal.
Okay. Let's do it.
I don't know what damage I deal. Okay, so that's a D12 plus D12 +1 +6.
Is that
so,
the thing that I wrote for
yeah.
the homebrew?
So 11
strong.
plus 7, so that's 18 points of damage.
Wow, you come up with this hammer and you make some solid contact, and you see more of this kind of smoke appear. Instead of blood, like these wounds are not bleeding.
Let me see what other actions there are other than.
What I mean by homebrew while he's doing that, we're trying to make the oracle a little more playable, like a little easier, because we feel as written, it's hard. It's objectively the hardest class to play as a new person. So. We changed some of
We changed some of the bonuses.
way that his stats work.
D12.
No, that's the damage anyway, because we purchased swords from the sword guy that was dead and that is now not, and I don't know if this is the right sword, but it
The
is
reflection
a
of the
two-handed
spell?
sword.
Was that a
So I
was
have
that
a
a
lower
spell or
ability
was
to
that
strike because I'm
like
not
a
proficient with it,
innate
however.
trait
Whack.
thing? Like, because I know that there's like deflect projectiles, like a feat for like certain things, and I think
Yeah,
a certain thing can do it. Like
I would say that it is on the feet level
Okay,
of what
gotcha.
repelled that.
I was just reading counter
And
thought
the-
phrasing.
I mean, if this helps too, like paint a picture of the lightning spell that he used was a level 6 spell. So
Yeah, I got the impression that it was gonna be killing people.
Is there what defensive actions can I do?
there's a lot. You can prepare, like,
Hunker down is one.
yeah, you can hunker down. Hold on.
You
Got a
could be
handy
prone
dandy-
or against a wall or something. You have to be able to have something to hunker down behind.
Yeah, but you can.
You can step to get out of reach.
Yep. You can step instead of stride. You can prepare prepare to parry
I would do that
or dodge.
if I can do that. I'm
what's
looking for the
dodge?
specific one so I can act.
Yeah, it's hard to know what one you can. There's like a...
It's hard because there's like actual dedications too that are like dodging and
Yeah.
Any of those that I can do, if dodge is one, or just like prepare. Which
yes. So
I don't want to drop prone.
hold on, I'm pulling up a list that I dropped in Discord a little while ago. Basic actions.
Why can't I filter action?
Okay, so you can drop prone.
Take cover if there's cover.
You can step, so you can move up to 5 feet. These are the basic ones I have quickly in front of me. The best one that you could do is step to get out of his range.
You can also do things like grab, trip, all those other ones.
I'll whack and then try to grapple then.
Do you have a two-handed weapon or one-handed weapon?
It's two-handed right now.
Then you can't
So
grab.
you can't grab him.
one-handed. Some weapons have the ability to do things like trip with an attack, but you're gonna have your attack penalty. What weapon do you have right now?
It's a two-handed longsword. Or not longsword, but it's a two-handed sword. Does he have anything in his hands?
Nope.
Then disarm won't matter.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I can disarm with my rapier, but...
You have to have a hand free for trip, too.
Unless a lot of weapons have that.
Can I shove? Instead, that's not... Whatever, I'll just make a second whack. Seems like the easiest thing to do for now. -5, +1.
So -4.
That happening.
Okay. Okay.
You can try to intimidate. You can try.
Yeah.
Or demoralize.
Demoralize.
No, it's okay. I'll just swing a second time for now.
Okay. Hugh, are you just still pretending up there?
I'm gonna roll over to where I can see them. I'm still prone.
So this like it would be like your chin would be on this window ledge.
That's fine.
So you'd have to have like slumped into it a little bit, but you could still be. You could, if you want to keep the illusion going, you could give me a performance check.
No, I'm firing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm using vital shot. He is flat-footed, correct?
Yes. Not to you.
Why?
The way flat-footed works in Pathfinder is it's directional. So
It's whoever's actually flanking.
yeah.
Physically standing there next to him.
The people that are...
Mine is a ranged ability. It just says if it's flat-footed.
Yes,
He's
they could be...
not flat-footed to you. He's only flat-footed to.
He's flat-footed to the flankers. But
You're flanking from a distance, I guess, but not
Okay.
in the traditional. What does it say? What does the language of it say?
It just says if it's flat-footed, it deals extra damage.
I'll say for now that
It just says you're distracted. Flat-footed is you're distracted, or otherwise unable to focus your full attention on defense. Some effects give you flat-footed. Others conditions make you universally flat-footed against everything.
So
I don't know what rule he is under. Who is making
This-
him
this
flat-footed?
is-
How?
I'll just say it for now. Yeah, I'll say he has flat-footed for you.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna reload my gun. And I'm gonna use
Created
vital shot.
created a version or something like that would be. Oh, like there's certain effects that give everybody. Like it makes the flat-footed apply to everybody, but we'll say for this instance, he is.
This is what I'm doing.
Okay. That hits. That is not a critical hit, but that does hit.
Yeah. Can I roll crit? Because that's the damage that skill. It's 2d10. Or you want me to roll damage twice?
So...
Do 2d10 instead of
Those are D6s.
Yeah.
Whoops.
You can, if you click, there should be at the bottom at the
Yeah.
D10. Just click the D10 twice.
No, that's right. That's right. 8 damage. And then he bleeds for precision damage from your one shot, one kill. 1 second. Oh, 1d6 a turn.
Okay. Yeah, so you strike him again, and he seems very agitated, and he looks kind of around at all of you and just, this is not what I expected. And he steps forward into this shimmering light, and as he does, you flee from your angle, see almost like this dual image of him as he passes into this shimmer, and in this there's him, but then it's almost like interlacing with him. It's another version of him, but like his skin is like a blackish purple color. Where these wounds are, this other version doesn't appear to be hurt at all, and he like looks over his shoulder right at Casimir and just steps through this shimmering light and vanishes.
Am I able to take an attack of opportunity?
Do you have that ability? Did you take a feat that allows you to do such a thing?
Can you? Is that a requirement?
Yes.
Or have a class feat that does it.
Then I guess not.
Champions
No.
have it.
Fun fact, in Pathfinder, attack of opportunity is very rare. So
I'll delete that from my reactions then.
he steps through, and all's quiet. The party has stopped because there have been 2 very loud gunshots from the second floor. You hear Hugh coming up behind you.
Can I run and leap since I was next in that action? Like trying to jump through the portal? I know
Sure.
I'm not going to make it, but...
Yeah. You
Give
me an
no, my
acrobatics check.
original self vanishes. Mirror self that was next to him tries to leap through the shimmering light.
Okay, give me an acrobatics check. This is going to determine if you land on an ancient dwarf or not. So no pressure.
Kill him.
Oh, you're only
he's
going to
pretty
take
old.
attacks.
Acrobatics, not athletics, because of how strong I am at jumping.
No, it'd be acrobatics. You land right on top of this guy,
Now what?
and as you do,
Crush him.
you no, it feels like you're falling on a rock, but
Crush me.
yeah, in reverse. You feel like you landed on something you can't see, and as you stand up, this like wrapping, it's almost like making it's hiding this axe. This beautiful axe kind of appears. Everything's kind of quiet though. Hugh, upstairs, you hear heavy footsteps behind you, and then you hear a familiar voice say, "Hey, what's going on? Are you all right? What?
Don't worry about it.
Hugh?
I think we got it all
What?
handled. If you could help me up for a minute,
You look, my friend. You look awful.
I felt better.
Let's go.
I need a couple of nickels. Can you give me a hand?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Come on. We'll get you patched up and everything. And as this is going on outside, the 3 of you,
I think I'm just laying in the dirt.
you hear this gruff voice say,
Because I probably like face slid afterward, like hit him, face slid in the dirt. So just covered in grime and gross because things that I'm wearing are now burnt and charred.
you hear this gruff voice say, "Hey, bro, you all right? What are you doing?"
You're harder to understand than I am. What?
Yeah, exactly. What, you fell right on me. You two hear all this going on as well.
Am I able to just walk over and like one-handed pick him up with my brute ancestor
Which one?
at the
Casimir? Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see
Like
you,
a rag
Kaz.
doll.
I just grab you and pick you up to your feet.
I'm like standing up, ready to swing again. Just at everything around me.
You're just kind of.
No, hold on. You're a bit too squirrely right now. Am I not the one you want to talk to? I'm probably not the one you want to talk to right now.
I remember you.
Good. This is good.
Don't look at me. I'm not out
I
there.
don't think you're probably not even visible.
Flee.
Yeah, this one of us. Yes. Welcome back.
You're the crazy one.
Yeah.
Sorry, the irony is not lost on
Where's-
Elthandor.
Where's the others?
Well, one of them was right there, and I point to Elthandor. And the other one,
You're at him.
probably upstairs somewhere. I'm gonna give you a minute.
Yeah.
dang.
Considering we don't hear screaming from the tavern, I'm assuming he's alive. But actually,
And
him being alive might cause people to scream in the tavern.
who's this one?
So I don't know.
And I point at the.
I'm Joram.
Let's store him.
What was all that about? What I just walked into?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
Give
Where
me.
do you? What did I don't understand.
Yep, and it's all gonna get worse in a second.
Yes. So probably 15 seconds ago or something like that. Time's weird. We saw you dead on the floor in front of the Dragon's Pickle. With that, and we hasn't opened the. We can guess that the package he has with him is the axe, right? But he hasn't revealed it yet. And,
Correct.
And that axe that you're carrying with you is.
Have you walked up to us at this point, talking to him?
I was like 15 feet away.
Okay, so you're still 15 feet away.
I guess I'd approach kind of slow, like. And that axe you're carrying with you was lodged deeply in your back. And then everything kind of went backwards, and we ran out here to do our best to save your life.
Is he right next to me, Jorm?
Yeah, Hugh.
I don't hear anything.
No, you don't hear any of this. But inside, you've been given the gift of a healing potion and a dragon's pickle beverage in one hand, and a healing potion. You can go ahead and heal for 8.
I was gonna ask for something.
Yes, Storm's right next to you, and he seems utterly lost and confused.
As they're talking, I think I'm reaching up and kind of feeling Flea, like pinching his cheek. I'm just trying to make sure I'm where I.
You
am.
right? I don't
pinch
understand
his
any of
cheek
this,
too.
but
Yeah, Steve, are you all right? You're not doing all right now. I don't know how I feel about this.
Is this the kind of not alright that a drink fixes or a drink makes worse?
Oh, that's a good question. We just want a way to find out. Have you ever had a dragon
It's
pickle?
something guys, it's definitely gonna make it better. Okay, listen, somebody gave me a couple drinks. We should just keep celebrating.
Hugh, how you
One of
feeling
those
in there?
his huge black eye, like one of his teeth is missing.
The hair is all like.
Electrical marks on it. Just jarred.
Hugh, you just dodged an electric, like lightning bolt. You all
I
right?
didn't dodge it.
You just did not dodge a lightning bolt. You all right?
I'm great.
All right.
I'm gonna need a drink.
As long as we have our Lord and Savior Elfandor with us, we're all gonna be good.
Perhaps it's because of
As-
Elthander that you didn't die.
This
True.
you see a familiar
And-
face of a town crier that from earlier
It's a miracle.
walked by.
I
and
see
he
it?
sees Elthander and he
See it?
goes,
God.
"Oh, wasn't expecting to be in such a regal presence tonight, sir." And he gives a little bow as he walks past you into the Dragon's Pickle.
I want my money back.
You don't have to.
Hey, you weren't here a second ago. This guy's been missing for like weeks, and he just came back. It's from the great power of Elthander.
Elfandor summoned him back.
Summoned him back from whatever.
I grab him. I was in the depths of hell, and he saved me.
He seems terrified. And he just starts trembling. And he runs away.
The unfortunate part is, I don't know if I did any saving here. But
You brought me back.
He's the only one.
Since this
So he's the
morning-
only one that's been using magic,
Since yes,
and that's the only explanation I got. So
They-
I hug him.
since this morning they've been trying
And
to
I kiss his
convince.
feet.
They've been. I would not even get close to allowing that. I'm holding up by your shoulders. What's your stature? Like how like?
I'm tall. I'm a big guy. Big, muscular guy.
Right. I remember being like, oh yeah, I'm an elf, but I'm like not even the tallest
He's
person
so
in the group
strong,
by like
too.
a thing.
I'm like six.
I-
I'm 6'3".
So we're a bunch of giants walking around with a guy who's like up to our knees, and so I'm like holding him by the shoulders for a second. I'm like,
Wider shoulders. Come on, man.
this
Yeah, it's about like
this whole time, this whole day, they've been trying to convince people that I'm a deity. I'm not.
You mean convinced? We definitely did.
Some
He said try and
washed up,
That's what.
self-disillusioned.
You get that weird feeling
Has
inside
been.
yourself again. It kind of rises and then falls.
Come on, Mr. Deity. Let's go have a couple of drinks.
I would actually just walk off and get a moment of self.
Okay.
someone needs to tell me.
And
What is
Jorum's still just standing here, just like utterly confused, holding this axe in his hands now.
Thanks for coming, buddy. You want a dickle? I mean, a dragon's pickle.
Oh, I just said come here to give you guys this axe because I thought, I'm old and dying probably, and I don't need it, and nobody's gonna buy it because nobody comes to my store anymore because we're in a time of peace, and yet I feel like now I need to go home and rethink my whole life.
Well, you should probably leave that behind if you're gonna.
Yeah,
Sounds like you need a drink.
that's true.
He hands the axe over, like motions towards Flea, like.
Yeah, you use that hammer. See you.
Yeah, all right. It's pretty. It's a sort, but thanks. Didn't expect that. I thought, guys, I just watched this man be murdered by this weapon. Now he's giving it to me.
He
Can you imagine?
Before you showed up, he died.
And he turns and he just starts walking away, like he's like, and you just hear him mumbling to him.
See you later, Dorm. Good luck with your business.
Watch out for interdimensional
Andor came
psychopaths.
That man was dead. About
He says this, Flea. You feel like you just got struck by lightning.
you too.
It comes up inside you, like this feeling, and you, like the hair on your arms, back of your neck is standing straight up, and this feeling is there.
Which one is angry?
The feeling of when you heard the voice when time turned back, that same feeling. But
Gotcha.
this time now it feels like you got struck by lightning.
I'm starting. Okay, you know, this is all jokes and things. It's working. I'm starting to get the feeling that someone's kind of pissed off at me. I might have to give it. I might have to quit, or at least make an aside to myself that like I know this isn't true, but and then continue.
But like,
The feeling starts to abate.
hear me out though.
Yeah,
that
I'm
feeling
listening.
turned back time.
Yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, that's my point. Is it's
Can we bait it out in the future?
let's think about this later.
I'm a master.
Sorry. As I was like 2 steps from like walking around the corner of whatever this alley was, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Got him.
Did I just hear
Ladies
you?
and gentlemen, we got him.
You look like you've been through hell, man.
Did I just hear
Let's go get a drink.
you say that your plan for not dying is to piss off an actual god?
Me?
Yes.
It worked.
I'm walking back in whatever we were.
Gods don't
This is the
like
first
being
time you've seen this place.
manipulated.
It is a hole in the wall.
You consider that for a second.
I haven't seen other
No,
people
I don't.
Nope.
or
No.
It's been a long time.
or a restaurant.
Maybe
His
you
life.
should.
Music,
They saved
food.
his life, did it not?
The night
Pastries.
might
That's what
manipulate you.
that's what I meant
forget.
to do. Music, food, and pastries. But
Yeah,
I'm still
that's fine.
constantly looking over my back.
I just-
I have a new helmet, by the way.
Oh.
So it's probably hard to tell that I was who I was.
The voice gave it away though.
But the voice and the fiery eyes probably gave it away. Charred. It looks like it was elegant at one point in its time.
Same.
But it is
Same.
it is messed up.
You have
Same.
a gun.
And
Like yes, a gun and.
I got struck by lightning.
And for awareness, the helmet gives me nothing. It's just a helmet
Oh,
Same.
for now.
Party is going on inside. Things have gotten
let's
back
go to the
up.
Party.
I'm already in there.
Let's go, baby. Hey. Dickles all over. Make sure you eat up, boys. I spent a lot of gold on this money. Alright, I spent a lot of gold on this party.
A lot of gold on this money.
Sorry, I bet a couple of dickles.
Spent a lot of gold on his what?
What are these?
What?
Dickles.
Barkeep, can we get one for this man?
Of course. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. And he takes out this wooden mug that's in the shape of a pickle and begins to throw things together. It's a very thick, viscous fluid that he pours into it and hands it over to you.
Now, barkeep,
Calling me
Yeah, but
blue was the worst.
are there any ladies of the night here?
Not anymore. Remember, this place used to be that, but no longer is. Not my profession.
I was looking to be healed.
That,
You see,
wrong game.
But I already gave you a healing potion. I don't understand what you need.
Oh,
Healed in other ways.
I drink the Dickle.
Landar.
Landar is his name, yeah. Landar Barrel Chest.
And I just chug it.
It's a pleasant tasting thing. Very
So-
viscous.
Oh, is it? A little salty.
I want another.
You can have another if you start telling us. Are you okay? You just hold on. Well, let's think about what just happened, right? So we just watched a man die, went back in time, helped him undie, and now Steve's back. Steve, where have you been?
My name is Kaz, but you guys can keep calling me Steve. I was like that.
Landar is like leaned into this conversation, just totally like unaware that he maybe shouldn't, but just listening.
Yeah, Landar, get ready for a wild ride. You've met me, right? Yeah, the rest of us is worse. Steve, where you been?
I
The rest of what?
don't know, really.
Steve, get.
Steve or Casimir.
I jumped through I think I was...
You jumped through a portal.
To,
So the last time that you guys were all together, you were going down into catacombs.
You want me to do it? Yeah, last time we saw you, we were heading down underneath the school to go to the cat. We were searching for red-haired dude, and you just hopped through the darkness. You vanished, and then we went and found him, and he got turned into whatever that thing was that we just fought. Where have you been? That's been weeks. It's been okay. It's supposed to have been weeks. It's been a few days.
That's been weeks.
It's been weeks.
At this point, I would say
oh, okay.
I may have.
week.
I'll tell him later.
From what? It's all fuzzy. It's like I got amnesia again.
That could be the drink.
No, even when I came out of this, I remember seeing worse things than when I was tortured. It was a dark place, and I think I met... No. I met some... I remember talking with someone or something that I could trust,
Elthandor, can't you help him out?
but...
Do you have any psychic magic that could help him figure out what's going on?
and then probably like flashes of just scary things kind of comes over.
Oh.
I don't
Uh,
want to talk about it.
Flea gives a change of a look. If this is an involuntary thing, but he says, "I think this might help," and he touches your forehead, and I cast Join Pasts as
Yeah,
a
I don't have any
cantrip.
fun stuff like that.
He takes
Excuse me?
When you touch, you with
in D12 psychic damage
possibly
as he learns of the tortures.
with touches to the target's foreheads.
That was just a handful of tiny.
With touches to the target's foreheads, you bring them into mental communion. The targets can share thoughts and experiences, but not words. When one target attempts to recall knowledge, the other can aid the first target's skill check using any lore skill. Yada yada yada.
I mean, I
wanna
can try to
eat him.
recall
The brick?
knowledge.
Well, sure. This sounds fun.
My recall knowledge is the same as my esoteric lore, so if you aid, what do you get, like a 1d4, 1d6 to my
I
aid?
need him.
Oh, I don't have
You're aiding
to.
him to aid
You know,
me?
he
I'm eating him.
I have an 18 to recall knowledge plus whatever his aid comes out to be.
Which could be negative. Let's be clear.
So you have to make a check, right?
Helping requires a check.
I don't think so. This is me fixing my character sheet today.
I think there's like an aid
Hold
roll,
on.
but I don't know what it is.
So it's when either of you attempts to recall knowledge.
Yes, when one target attempts to recall knowledge, the other can aid the first target's skill check. So I could aid you in recall knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it specifies even if without having made any preparations to
Correct.
aid, which means So,
This is me fixing my character sheet.
yeah. So I would say that that gives you a 19.
Like homebrew or
No.
That's on the real.
That's on the real.
And what specifically?
Homebrew anything.
He's just trying to help me remember where I was.
And now, instead of trying to describe it, I can just see it.
Okay, yeah. You're in a different plane of existence. And it's nightmarish. You see these creatures flying around with wings. Some of them are like spherical, almost looking like his helmet. There's streaks of red lightning off in the distance. Yeah. I don't know that you get a specific pinpoint of where this is, but you see where it is.
Hellish, like terrifying.
Right. So, kind of wish I hadn't done that. Anyway. Kaz, you've been going through that.
Hold on a second. You sound different sometimes.
Yeah, there's a couple. Right, like I said, the rest of us is weird. You've met me.
That's not okay.
No, it's
cool,
not.
whatever. You know.
Said the rest.
Yeah, no, I heard what he said. I'm just pretending like I didn't hear.
Let's just say there's a party of 4. There's a party of 7, 8 with you here.
Yep.
Do you need a drink?
You want to go on that adventure?
And if you drink about 2 of these, it's double.
What's your weapon of choice?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just taking this picture
The mug.
of us all,
See, like,
all at the
horrors
bar.
of war across
And it's
his
all these
face
really
suddenly
tall
as you're
people
asking
hunched
this
over
question.
with this very perplexed guy, and then a guy whose like eyes are just above.
I used
He
to.
sees the same thing as he looks back. He's
I
like,
used to be a
Look at the
man
high
of war,
chair.
you know, but not anymore. Now I make people drinks and I own a crappy tavern. You know.
Don't call this. This is not a crappy tavern.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
This tavern.
Roll deception.
Okay. Enough about where I've been. What is happening? Who was that? Where are we? What have you guys been doing?
You feeling good enough to handle this one, or do you want to do it?
Well, what's that guy's name? That redhead.
So we're just gonna speed run the entire thing.
Gareth?
Yeah. So that was Gareth.
Yes.
Stormeyes,
Yeah.
I think. Right?
Just
He was
say
saying-
compare mind thing to me again. Try
No,
again.
you would remember that because that's
Yeah,
what you
that
were
would have
sent to
traded.
find.
oh, sent to find Gareth?
That was the last thing that you guys were charged
That was
with.
Gareth Stormeyes. He may or may not have been.
Well, he also could have just flashed him all the stuff that we happened in the last time.
Yeah. Maybe
There
I
you
can. I can possibly do that again. Is it what you want?
Yeah.
You want to just speed read? All right, speed read.
As you do that, Kaz, you see them stumble upon this room where Gareth is on a table being tortured. And it immediately takes you back to being in the same situation. Not in the same room,
Similar table.
similar table. There are these like these frog-like creatures around him.
Same vibe.
Yeah, and this, from what they're chanting to everything, it is identical to what happened to you.
Okay. Eyes ignite, fire, anger, terror, everything.
Yeah.
My eyes
With-
black over, and you see like the purplish flame embers.
Oh, other images you see: long dark tunnel, crystals, dwarves, more crystals, shining crystals, fire, new town,
Big green magic fire.
big green magic fire, new town,
Library.
library, man
Doppelganger.
dead.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, doppelganger looking like
Murderous,
me.
question mark?
Library, man dead, magic, lots of books. Roland,
Lots of Roland.
Roland.
His Roland is
Roland for like a little
between
bit
each
longer
of
than
the-
you think you should.
Rolling a lot longer than you.
Yeah.
Just it becomes uncomfortable, and then you realize it's uncomfortable, and then it shortly after that it stops.
So
Yeah.
not only rolling in the third person, but rolling in the first person too.
Yep. Yep. Dragon's Pickle, Haze,
Rolling.
Flying books.
and flying books, dying,
Dead-
not dying,
dead goblin.
and then just here.
Right? Goblin?
Yeah, he was a goblin.
Got it. Yeah.
Gerbil.
Crazy stuff. Magic, no magic, doppelgangers.
Yeah, we all got these things.
No.
That's easy to understand.
Wait a second. Did you
No.
just choose magic?
No, there's no magic.
This is the power of our great elf.
There's no magic going on at all.
Not
Make an
as
deception check.
as one
Choke a
of
little
as
bit.
one of his
My
acolytes.
fourth.
So who's
As one of his acolytes.
am I doing deception?
No, he is. You would be doing. You can contest
That's
this
technically
with
that, right?
diplomacy.
Okay.
Like that's mostly the okay. Okay.
Plus whatever.
So that's an 18 plus 6, so 24.
He beat it by a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like almost. I rolled a 5, so he beat me by like 19.
You know that makes me think of the stories about Caden Callian. You ever heard of him?
no.
I don't think so.
He was once a mortal human, and is now a deity. It's crazy, crazy.
I'll drink to
He
it.
was a sellsword. Yeah,
Oh, sellsword.
yeah, he was a
He's a
mercenary.
deity.
Yeah.
Blacksmith.
So,
Sell swords.
how long did it take him to go from
I'll drink to Kelly.
normal to?
Well, I don't know.
Well, Elfandor just a little bit
Cheers.
longer in training.
I drink to
Deity
Galleon.
training.
Galleon.
You're there.
What was the name?
Caden Callian.
I'll drink to
Caden Callie.
Caden.
Delicioso.
Yum, yum, yum. The party goes on. The night is dragging on. It's probably the early hours of the morning.
I have a problem staying up late and eating when I stay up late, too. So
Are you Gremlin?
Kill his,
I have
kill his mic.
I have
Oh.
I have insomnia.
I muted everybody but me just now. Oh gosh, get out of here.
That was dumber than it sounded.
As the night hours grow late, the party is still going on. People are still coming in and out.
I'm still skittish.
Would there be any? Yeah.
Anyone
Would there
coming in and
be
out? No.
anything else that?
Karaoke.
Okay.
It's me singing Cher's Do You Believe in Life After Love?
Okay.
I'm gonna practice bouncing my rapier like a broom.
Give me a performance check for that.
I'm trying to get it up.
Yeah, give him a performance check for
personal.
that. There'll be 2 performance checks.
Why
Is that the song? Do you believe in life after love?
Yeah.
Disadvantage. You've been drinking, right?
Oh well.
Oh, what is going on?
What's your whatever your normal?
Just refresh the page. See if it works.
I can't do that.
I've been drinking too while he's singing, so I'm singing off to the side too. Chime it along.
There is a
What's the
bard.
modifier?
There is a bard as well.
There we go.
We don't want him to sing. We
Oh,
want.
he's playing. The lute.
The liar. Whatever you get
9.
instead of your normal modifier of -1, it's actually -3.
Great. 7.
7. It is a cacophony of sound. The bard comes over and he like gently nudges you kind of over and starts to like sing in your place and takes over singing.
Perfect. I needed harmonies, brother. Get over here. I could feel something.
He
I really don't think it's strong enough. No. Anyway.
he
Is this somehow the one? No.
it kind of drifts off and As it does, the door opens, and whoever's been drinking the least would notice first.
Oh, that's me.
The crowd starts to kind of get a little quiet. The bard keeps playing, but the general buzz of the atmosphere calms down a little bit. And standing at the door is a human man. I feel like I have to say human, but there's a man standing, probably 6'7", 6'8".
How am I not?
Sort of a solemn, longing, pouted expression on his face. Older in age, probably late 60s, in his 70s even.
Gotcha.
His nose has clearly been broken time and time again. His features are kind of sharp, very serious. He's wearing a red sash with these kind of scaled shoulder armor, like almost like shoulder armor over the top of a royal kind of purple overcoat, holding a very large walking stick that's almost 2 hews tall. And by this point, he has stepped far enough into the room that even the bard has kind of softened his tone.
Are you calling me short? Okay.
And Landar turns to this man and, sir, what could we be doing for you, gracing our establishment in this way? It's a huge honor. Thank you. Man.
Do I hear or see anyone talking about who this guy is that we don't seem to know?
You can make a perception check.
Okay. Because hypothetically, if no one's concealing their conversation, I would be a party to it.
Well, it's how close are you to it? Oh, yeah. Nobody's really talking out loud, though.
Gotcha.
It's almost like a hush has come over the crowd.
And it's also like they wouldn't necessarily be talking
when
about
the principal shows up.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
they're doing something they're not supposed to.
I was hoping that
Or
somebody was explaining to somebody else what we're hoping to learn.
Oh.
But if everybody
Clever.
else in the room is already in on it, perhaps no one is saying the thing.
I'll just lean over to whoever's close to me and just go. My whisper's a little too loud.
Hey. It's Landar. Yeah.
Who's that?
As you say that, you hear the footsteps of this person grow closer. These are thick military boots. Like, they leave a very distinct sound of. They're meant for marching and being heard. And he steps forward. My name is Feng. And at this, like any noise that has continued stops.
That's not a name.
And he's standing behind you. And Landar is like reaching over, trying to like coyly cover your mouth a little bit. Mr. Mayor, what can we do for you here today? This morning? Here, in the Dragon's Pickle.
It's the morning?
It'd be like 2 a.m.
This is the
Oh, so it's been super late. Gotcha.
Yep. He's the leader of the garrison of military. That's the current ruler of this place.
of this your town.
I heard there
As
was
of
quite the commotion
Session 7.
here earlier. Gunshots. I've heard of something at the library. He turns to everyone else. Carry on about your business. And everybody like snaps to, almost like they've been ordered to, even though his tone was very nice and calm. The bard starts playing again. He like pushes his way next to you at the bar and like sits down, leans against his walking stick. So, you're the ones causing trouble in my town.
Actually, we're stopping trouble.
Oh, stopping trouble.
Look, I recently went through hell.
he might not even be exaggerating.
He looks Casimir up and down.
Does he smell sulfury?
You look a little worse for the wear.
Look at me. You see that? You want to know how I got these scars?
He doesn't smile.
That's something. Look at this. And I keep showing him more.
You want to see my other?
And it sinks even further, and the seriousness just seems to like be palpable. I've come here to extend an invitation to you all. I thought there were only 3 of you, but 4, I suppose, is fine. To come to the mansion. Well, I don't prefer to call it such a thing. My place of dwelling, so we can have a chat about. It is a keep, yes, but so we can have a discussion of what's been going on here in Morinhelm.
Labor lore moment. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how incessant, that's not the word I'm looking for, how peeved is this guy? Is that a labor lore thing? Is that I'm trying to imagine someone being cordial.
No, he just seems so super serious, very, very to the point, no nonsense.
Okay, super baseline. But it's like baseline for him, being like, he's the type of person that this is just the way he conducts himself.
So Morinhelm is a strategic choke point.
Yeah.
Between Exos and the rest of the
So
city,
it's like run by the military.
or of the continent.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a last line of defense for Exos being the capital.
Yeah.
That being said, Morinhelm has the biggest army of the entire continent, and it's under this man's control. So that's who he is.
We would love to be there. When would you like to have
His hand is huge compared to yours. Breakfast.
It's like
Can we do a late breakfast? We're kind of celebrating.
I expect to see you at 8 on the dot, not a minute later.
You guys don't do brunch.
8's late for. Never mind.
8?
No, I was.
This is me being generous to
Yes.
the fact that it is currently.
I was acknowledging that, and I appreciate it, sir.
8 it is, sir. We'll be there.
Please do not salute me. You look a little familiar. Maybe not.
Nope.
He stands up and starts to walk for the door. He turns to Landar and
Well, we better get some rest. And I kind of curl up in a spot. I kind of put some chairs as a barrier.
turns to
Been living
Landar
somewhere.
before he steps at the door and he says, I appreciate and approve of what you've done with the place. And he pulls the door closed behind him, and Landar is like,
You used to go here before it was a tavern. That's the first question I have.
Just getting some tables in a corner to make a barricade.
Hey,
Oh,
Steve,
hey,
you know there's rooms, right?
Yes.
Also,
With beds?
we
Yes,
have
we have our own spot.
yes, we have a place now
Yeah.
in town.
Oh, that's right. You guys aren't here anymore.
No.
You guys have your own
Sorry.
house. No, it's
Some
fine.
Party.
Homeownership is an important stage of life, you know? So
It's more than
Do I
yeah, it's a house.
Yeah.
a space there?
We got your space.
Yes.
I even saved your money for your pay.
He saved his
Still on
money.
your bed. Well, it might be
There's pay here.
short a few points. We have to pay for this party somehow.
Yeah.
Is time the same? Like whatever time passed here in this world was the same as whatever time passed
No.
there in that world?
feels like you've been gone long time.
That's what I thought.
Weeks, probably. Maybe longer.
42.
All right, boys.
You suddenly feel this urge to call yourself Old Gus. No.
You all of a sudden you start craving hard caramel candies. Say whippersnappers.
We young whippersnappers have been up to something.
Well, boys, let's.
I opened myself up for that one. So, yeah, the party's going to go on. You guys can go do whatever you want.
We better go rest, right? Like if we have to.
show me this house that I can sleep.
Come on, buddy.
Do you like books?
What kinds?
Like the ones with words? Not so much the picture kinds.
As he says that, you kind of like just picture burning books to stay warm, to stay alive, but then he says reading and
I probably would have kept a book that I found of
yeah.
some old history
Yeah.
and stories of
Yeah, you remember you have a book. And you're like,
Chard. And
Yeah.
Also, there's a shower there or something to that effect, right?
We can clean up. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get back. It's
You're not the authority in cleaning up.
another word, just it's a single word. As you guys are, you don't even know why, but as you're walking, this pops kind of through your mind. Sternival. What is Sternival?
I'm saying that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not familiar.
Sterneval.
Have you heard of Sternival? Write that down because I gotta.
I didn't see any books about it in the library. I wasn't looking for that specifically, but we didn't happen to run into anything that we'd remember.
back to town, back to home base.
Mm-hmm.
In bed.
Anybody that wanted it could have been a society check to know what if you knew what Sternival
Beep.
was.
Society. 15.
Nada.
You've
I can't
piqued
wait
my,
for
you've piqued my curiosity. Nope.
Sternival?
Sternival?
Alien.
Sternival?
That's what
I
you
was spelling it.
said? You said
Veil.
that out loud?
Yeah.
Sternival. Well, okay, hold on. Elthandor, you're 178
78.
years old. Sternival would ring a bell, but you're not sure with a fit. Like you're not sure why.
Gotcha.
Similar to the other place that you couldn't remember.
Gotcha. So, okay.
It seems like it's a place, but you can't quite remember where, why, how, what, any of the
other
specifics.
one that was a place. Was that?
You guys make your way back over to the library. Everything seems just as you left it.
The books.
Quiet.
The floating books are.
No,
As left them.
no books flying about.
Gotcha.
All right, Kaz, you sleep in that bed over there.
I like.
Your gold was on that.
You should wash yourself.
What's up, Igsley?
Hey, before we go to bed, you want any help bandaging yourself up or what?
Yeah, can you give me a hand?
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Be within
Okay.
an inch of your life.
It's gonna be treat wounds.
Yep, and that's roll plus medicine.
It is. It is first going to see if it's a success. So that is a flat DC 15 medicine check, since you're proficient and have the tools, and then it's 2d8 to determine the healing rate.
It's a 17
That succeeds.
with my medicine modifier.
Which is +4, right?
It's plus 5.
+5.
Oh, sorry, it is plus
It's-
4,
Yeah, it's +4.
but still counts.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
succeeds. So then it's 2d8.
7 points of healing.
There you go. You get 7 more.
You.
You naturally.
A little bit.
Over time.
Takes a long
Slow.
time.
You just
Medicine
don't get
check,
it every day.
I treat myself.
Treat yourself.
You can only treat
Benefit
wounds
from
can
it
only be
once an
used
hour.
on you either by yourself or by somebody else once every hour.
Okay.
But hypothetically, we could.
But also,
all-
you're not getting a full night's rest either. It's 2 in the morning. You have to be somewhere at 8.
Yep. Who's gonna wake us up?
I'm already asleep.
Elthandor, can you wake us up?
There's clocks. Have you not
Can you cast a
used?
spell?
Did they? And when you were in school, 20 seconds ago, did they teach you how clocks work? I'm gonna set the alarm clock to like 4 a.m. No. I'm gonna set it to 5. Set to like the time we need to wake up, but I'm gonna adjust the time. So he's gonna think that it's like 7 a.m. when it goes off, but it's actually like 3. And then we'll put it right next to his face.
That's messed up.
How quick do you fall asleep?
Immediately.
Okay, yeah, you can breathe in.
Did you not hear me?
Take a point of exhaustion.
Well, I mean, without getting 8 hours of sleep.
Well, do they have the same, like, as long as it's not broken up by activity? Like, there's, like, even in like,
Yeah.
5e, as long as you're not doing too much activity.
You guys kind of slept in late this last day, so
Okay.
knowing there'd be a party, so we'll determine that as we need to. Flea, you lay down to go to bed. You close your eyes. You hear a congress of voices. These voices seem familiar, but you're not having much luck making them out. Do you focus on it?
A little bit, yeah.
Will you tell me what you hear the others talking about? They seem peeved about something.
I don't like the way he's been treating this whole Althana situation.
Look, I don't like it either, but it's not... Listen, if we're giving him our strength and we're giving him our abilities, it kind of seems like he should be paying attention to us, doesn't it?
Look, I'm sure it's just a joke. But I'm not gonna say that I'm not mad about it too. And then it trails off.
Flea, sort of from a distance, you saw this play out, and you see, kind of as this last point trails off, you see a figure approach these other three figures. You see shoulder-length white hair and a mask, one side black, one side white, covering this figure's face, with brilliant blue eyes shining through the holes of the mask. And you hear a voice say to them, "Well, I am splendidly not a fan of this funny business." And as you let go of the thought, and your sleep comes, and you all find slumber. And that's where we'll pick up next time
Hell yeah, brother.
on the Table Fables.
Just a little bit longer.
I've always said I thought that bit would get us in trouble. It's not what I expected.
What?
I didn't think.
You're gonna need a new character sheet when your current character becomes a god. A literal one.
What do you mean I can't just play as
You
a
already
god
have-
in the campaign?
You already have
No.
followers. There's a guy who ran off, was like, that guy brought him back from hell.
But yeah,
He seemed
that's what's spread.
convinced. Yeah, I'll just leave that there.
Great session. Glad to be back.
Welcome back, Steve, Casimir.
Who are you?
Dad?
Why are all these people in my room? What? You
Yeah.
seem like you have something to say.
I just want you guys to figure it out.
Wrap us on out of here. Are we?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've got questions, but
What, yeah?
I should
Mask,
I ask there?
black, white.
Yeah, no, not that. Something else you mentioned.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did I mention?
What did he mention?
What? I don't know. Maybe I want to ask off stream.
Okay.
Maybe I feel like I need to know.
We can't know. We're not supposed to know.
We can ask questions. You
This
can
is
say
a-
that he said, that's a great question to ask next session.
Yeah, but that was in his dream.
Oh, yeah, we don't know. I don't
Yeah.
even know. I can
That,
still
that
RP like
fourth
my character
person?
doesn't know.
Is a deity, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't they all?
No. Yeah, maybe. That one for sure, though, is one with a pretty prolific name. It's a website that we use. The Archives
No.
of Nethys. Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway.
You wake up with the urge to smoke meats.
Yeah, cliffhanger. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching, being part of this. Remember, if you have an idea for an NPC name, drop that in the chat. Send it to us on the socials. As long as it's like PG-13-ish, we'll use that somewhere. So far, nobody's taken me up on it. So Shrek does not count. So find us on the socials.
There were other ones.
I know there were.
I'm pretty sure you used one of them. The Richard character.
Yep.
Richard Normus.
On that note, you can find us on the social medias. The links are in the stuff. Find us on YouTube, youtube.com/@TableFables. And until next time, you gotta watch out for that tree.
Hey, before you go, cool cats and kittens, make sure you, when you're goofing and gaffing online, why don't you go ahead and hit the gritty on over to the subscribe button down there and hit subscribe.
Trying to get to 100.
We are.
Yep. We're at 84?
89.
89.
On YouTube.
89.
Yeah.
10 more. Tell your
10 more.
friends, tell your family, tell your cats, tell your kittens.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
In fact, go and